Welcome to part 2.
That's like, you heard that story about that black lab that drug his owner to the hospital after having a heart attack?
I have not heard this.
I was watching on CNN, they got these news stories. And apparently this guy, he was in his backyard. He lived a couple blocks away from the hospital. He was in the backyard, and he fell down and he had a heart attack. Well, his dog come nuzzling over to him. The guy, the only thing he could do is he grabbed the dog's collar. He just grabbed it tighter than shit, is what he was saying. He just held on for dear life. And that dog drug him out of the backyard and drug him 3 blocks to the fucking hospital.
To the hospital? Oh, that's crazy.
To the hospital.
Nobody saw this going down 3 blocks?
And that's the thing. That's the part that made me kind of question it, was that, if you see a dog dragging somebody down the street, are you going to stop and say, hey, buddy, are you all right?
I would.
Yeah.
I think.
Look out, Johnny, a bear.
Okay, so I was with Randy, my girlfriend, and we were on a 2-week adventure from Portland to San Diego and back in my truck. And our first stop was Ashland, Oregon. And in Ashland, we were there for 2 days, and we decided to go hiking. And we were hiking up this trail and just having a good time. And we stopped and had a cigarette, and we're just talking. And I hear stomping in the woods, and these footsteps totally have mass to them. They have a lot of mass. I can hear it. It is not a chipmunk jumping in the bushes. It is something large, either a moose or a bear is what I'm thinking. And so I'm like totally against being like a sheep human and just waiting for the fucking terrorizing bear to come maul my face off. I yell out and say, if you're a human, tell me that you're there and tell me that you're human. Nothing comes back. So I think, what have I learned from watching those shows on Fox when animals attack for safety advice, and I remember that you should make a lot of noise because the animal doesn't want to be around me either, So I pick up this big ass stick and start pounding it against a tree right next to me, and these weighted footsteps just keep walking. They just keep getting closer and louder, and I can't see anything out in the woods, but there's something there. And so I'm starting to panic, and Randy is laughing at me and making fun of me, and I'm just getting so damn pissed off about the fact that I'm trying to make sure her and I stay alive, and she's like being, like the predictable day hiker who gets attacked and killed by bears. And she's like, there's no bear out here, blah, blah, blah. And all I could just think of was just imagining us both being mauled to death, and in my last moments being completely pissed off at my girlfriend, telling her I told you so, while her face is being ripped off, I was just so mad imagining. I had this mental picture going on about that, and so I was like, we're leaving right now. I don't care. Make fun of me all you want. And so, we just started walking back down the hill, and there was a guy walking back up the hill, and so I stopped him and I asked him, are there any bears in these hills? He said, yeah, I saw one a few years ago, but it ran away when it saw me. Mm-hmm. And so she's made fun of me regularly when we've gone on hikes about bears since then. But hey, I'm alive, and I trust my instincts on that one. I'm not going to get mauled by a damn bear.
That was John Salmon telling his bear story.
The Art Dibs, right at you with a song called Goat. Let's have some, shall we?
shit off of my shoes. Just trying to figure out what's the use. And the goat is standing by the lean-to. My woman curses me just for being a man. Cracked me on the head with a frying pan. And the goat just stands there chewing on a can. Walking through weeds in the lawn, skipping flat rocks across the pond. And I look and see the goat has gone. My car's out front, it's a 55. It's got no seat belts, barely keeps me alive. Too bad that the goat don't drive. Feeding screaming ducks a little bread, bouncing the crust off of their head. And I sure hope that the goat ain't dead.
That's the Art Dibs doing Goat. Hey man, are you hungry? Let's get some 12-bar taquitos.
A couple days later, I hitchhiked back to Seattle, and that's when I hung out with the boys for a few days, Rob and Paul and Mike. And we all went to a show, Tree People and some other bands, and where Rob, once again, or maybe for the first time, one of the many times that Rob has jumped off an amplifier into a non-existent crowd. He jumps off and splats. Yeah, we went up there, and so it's totally this, just classic Seattle grunge, late 90s. It's, a bunch of hair and leather and flannel and boots, and somehow Rob and I both walked out of there with phone numbers that night, which is something I never do. I've never gone to a bar and gone, so, baby. We were outside having a smoke, and this beautiful chick, and she's wearing this blue suede skirt and jacket thing, and she's going down to this really yuppified sports bar for like someone's wedding reception, and we're outside, and Rob's just mouthing off to everyone, and he starts mouthing off to her. I just gave his face a push and made him fall in a car and went up and started. So, hey, if your thing don't work out too good, maybe you should come back here and you can come inside with me. And, well, I don't know, we'll see. La la. I went, okay, that's a bust. And Rob's going, yeah, you think you're all. Sure enough, I'm inside just getting slewy, drinking other people's beers off the bar. It's so crowded that you don't even have to pay for beer. Just walk up and grab one and start drinking it. All of a sudden, here's little Miss Blue Suede standing in the middle of this absolute grunge hippie rocker bar. Hi, I came back. And she came back and found my grungy ass, and then just, and she says, buy me a drink. So I turn around to the counter, and I grab 2 sized beer. Here you go. Get away from the bar.
That was Dave's crazy bar girl story.
Aardvark, armadillo, ape, Appaloosa, alligator, ants, Arkansas lizard, ass, bees, bats, badger, bald eagle, banana slug, barfly, beagle, bear, bearcat, beast, beaver, bedbug, beetles, billy goat, bird, bitch, bobcat, boll weevil, bookworm, bow wow, brine shrimp, bronco, buffalo, bug, bull, bullfrog, bunny, butterfly, buzzard, calf, camel, canary, dingo, dumbass, dromedary, emu, elephant, flamingo, gorilla, gibbon.
Matt Snyder reporting from the Load Southeast United States Bureau in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. Weather conditions in Savannah are currently partly overcast, 80 degrees and sunny, no nuclear winter for today, confidence is high, and rads are low. Good day.
We'll be back in a minute.